Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mari, and I'm back again with another video. And today, as you can see, man, we are reacting to Malika Andrews, the puppet of ESPN basketball. Now, I've been heard about Malika Andrews doing some shiesty stuff, crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. I remember when NBA player that passed away. He used to Adrian Payne, yeah. And she, like, I forgot, it said like she was on ESPN, she was talking about it, she's talking about him, you know what I'm saying, passing away and all of that. And then she had the nerve, she had the audacity to try to bring up the past or whatever, you know what I'm saying, he did or whatever. I'm not gonna go deep into it, you feel me, but I'm just gonna put it in the video.
Former Michigan State star Adrian Payne was shot and killed in Orlando, Florida, early Monday morning, the Orange County Sheriff's Office said. And Payne was the 15th pick by the Atlanta Hawks in 2014, played 4 seasons in the NBA with multiple teams. In 2018, he was waived by the Magic after he was named in a report by ESPN's Outside the Lines that he'd been involved in an alleged sexual assault at Michigan State in 2010. No charges were filed in that case. Prior to playing in the NBA, Payne was a member of the All Big Ten second team in 2 of his 4 seasons with Michigan State.
But yeah, she tried to say he did this, he did that. Let's not forget, like, it was just straight bad stuff, bruh. She tried to throw, the stuff that she tried to throw on this man, knowing that this man just passed away. You're not even gonna show no type of respect or nothing. You just gonna be ignorant and try to say this and say this about him. Talking about assault, this and that, the third. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And they have this, the lady that they hired to on ESPN. This the lady that they got on ESPN. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real, bro. Like, that junk is sad. But we finna get straight to it, man. I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notices. Also, follow the socials, man. But we finna get straight to it, man. Let's get it.
The ultimate hater of black human beings. The ultimate hater. There is nothing about her existence that says I'm black and I'm proud.
Be remiss not to also mention that Missoula was arrested twice at West Virginia.
Like, come on, bro.
For underage drinking and aggravated assault. Adrian Payne was shot and killed in Orlando, Florida, early Monday morning. In 2018, he was waived by the Magic.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
He was named
like,
in a report by ESPN's Outside the Lines that he'd been involved in an alleged sexual assault. His name did surface.
Like, weirdo. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is who y'all got hired in ESPN or whatever, or the broadcast. This is who y'all chose instead of Rachel Nichols. Y'all chose, I think they chose her over Rachel Nichols. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know what Rachel Nichols did or whatever. But I heard, like, I don't know. I don't even think it was nothing bad, bro. They just fired her, bro, because she did something small or whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. But I'd rather choose Rachel Nichols over her. Bro, like, this is who y'all hired, bro. This clown just gonna pull out something bad and just throw it on them for the whole world to see, knowing that they seeing this whole draft or whatever. Like, come on, bro. That's being ignorant, bro. That's ignorant. That's very ignorant. That's very, very ignorant. Like, come on, bro.
The NBA
like, come on,
media
bro.
is often disliked by many, usually just for their annoying journalistic tendencies. But considering recent involvements, one member of the NBA media stands out among all. She goes by Malika Andrews. In her short career in basketball media, Malika has already swiftly established herself as a very disliked figure for various reasons. Whether it be from taking extremist stances, targeting specific groups of people, or just arguing out of bad faith, she's not unfamiliar to any of it. But despite these concerning incidents, the recent large-scale firing in an attempt to cut costs by ESPN saw the exit of many experienced and clean-slated analysts, and hosts including Jalen Rose, Jeff Van Gundy, and Max Kellerman, while Malika Andrews remained untouched, causing outbursts among the community. While unsurprising, there was no doubt that NBA players, fans, and even her co-workers aren't fond of her.
Like, bro,
But why
that's
is she still such a favorite at
crazy.
ESPN? This is just one of the many questions we'll be answering very shortly. Before we get into that, more recently, the spotlight returned on Malika after the 2023 NBA Draft, where Malika Andrews publicly read out dramatized headlines of Brandon Miller's past, painting the second overall pick in a false and unflattering manner, attempting to tarnish his name.
Like,
Some
bro,
claim this
that
was
jump
an
messed
unintended
up,
attack,
bro. You're
but
not even
judging
gonna
by-
say, oh, you could have at least said congratulations or whatever, or what it could have said, oh, I feel like Brandon Miller is a good player or whatever. But you just gonna bring up all of this stuff that he did in the past or whatever he did. I don't know if he did it or not, but shoot, even if he did do it, why are you bringing it up, bro? This is supposed to be, this is a happy moment for him. You know what I'm saying? He just got drafted. Why not bring up something positive about somebody or about this man? Why you gotta bring up something negative? This is why nobody likes you. This is why you're disliked by many. This is why nobody likes you at all, bro.
By Andrews' previous public comments, this incident targeting someone like Brandon Miller should have come at no surprise. Previous encounters saw her get into ill-intended exchanges with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Matt
That's
Barnes,
why
and
Giannis
Stephen A.
left.
Smith, just to name a few.
Freaking,
But
they just
before
be
we get
hiring
into how these
anybody, bro, I
altercations
swear.
developed, let's rewind the clock and better understand who Malika Andrews is.
Like, bro.
Malika Andrews was born in
But
January.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't knock nobody grind. I don't knock nobody career or what they got going on. You feel me? I respect everybody for what they doing. It depends what they doing though. You feel me? But hey, that's them. I'm not worried about them. But it's like, bro, ain't no way y'all just picked her. It was like, oh, she's gonna take over this whole thing. Oh, she's got something positive to say. No. Come on, bro. Like,
1995 in Oakland, California, to a personal trainer father and an art teacher mother. She attended a private coeducation prep school called Head Royce School, and she proved to be great academically. Although things seemed to be going great, behind closed doors it was a different story. Malika Andrews would later claim that as a middle schooler, she was angry, depressed, and anxious, and suffered from multiple eating disorders. She would state that from 14 years old, she would be in survival mode, later admitting to her parents that she may need some professional help. As a result, her parents would enroll her into a therapeutic boarding school in Utah at 14 years old. If you didn't know, a therapeutic boarding school is a school focused on creating a therapeutic schooling and housing environment for students with emotional or behavioral issues. Regardless, she would get through these tough times and graduate high school in 2012, and would later work at a civil
2012
rights
is
law
crazy.
firm with her grandpa for a year, before she began her communications degree at the University of Portland. During her time in college, she would take on the journalistic roles at the university, where she was a sports writer, sports editor, and editor-in-chief. After graduation, Malika would introduce herself to Adrian Wojnarowski at the 2017 Summer League, but it would be years later until they would work together at ESPN. Anyways, her academic results and diverse portfolio of work at her university would still earn her various internship offers. Coming out of college, she worked 1 year with the Chicago Tribune before joining ESPN as a reporter, covering the Chicago Bulls and Milwaukee Bucks. While Malika was closely covering the Bucks vs Raptors series in 2019, was when her first controversial incident would arise. Following the Milwaukee Bucks' series defeat to the Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals, a tense situation unfolded between Malika Andrews and Giannis Antetokounmpo during a post-game press conference.
So you guys have talked a lot about how at this point, sometimes it takes experience. I'm wondering if now that you have some of that experience, if you see more validity to that point, or what you think about that now that you've gone through it.
As you can clearly see, as soon as
Like,
Malika
what?
begins talking, Giannis'
Shut
face
your
changes
dumb ass
before he
up.
later walks out of the room.
Man.
The reason as to why Giannis
This is
left
why he left,
was that within
bruh.
a short 15 to 20 minute time frame following his team's exit from the playoffs, Giannis would be notified of an article written by Malika Andrews. In the article, Malika had gone into great detail about Giannis's perspective on his future at Milwaukee with free agency approaching. The article basically created the narrative that his commitment to remaining in Milwaukee was based on whether the Bucks reached the NBA Finals or not. As a result, Giannis would not say a single word and see himself out, due to seemingly not wanting to partake in a conversation with her at all.
I would have did the same
as it seemed her
thing, bro.
journalism methods didn't sit right with
Bro, I
him.
would have did the
Although some
same
will claim
thing.
Giannis is
Like, come on,
overreacting,
bro.
and that
Try to play Giannis, try to say, yo, it looks like you don't have any experience, so how can you, like, come on, bro. That's messed up.
controversies that emerged shortly
That's
after left
messed
the
up.
NBA
I would've
community
left
even
too.
more stunned. As time went on, Malika Andrews began being given bigger opportunities at ESPN. In late 2021, due to a diversity requirement and being set up, top ESPN host of 6 years Rachel Nichols was fired by ESPN after invasive methods were used to spy on her and set her up. Anyways, this role later opened up to Malika Andrews, and
I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. She got replaced with Malika Andrews. I knew I wasn't tripping because I heard something about it. And I heard it was recording her. It was recording Rachel Nichols saying something. Saying something about ESPN or something like I don't remember. But yeah, bro. It was just a little something. You feel me? But I still would have. I don't care, bro. I don't care. They still should have kept Rachel Nichols, bro. They were replaced with this scumbag. Like, get the freak out of
ideal
here.
candidate in the role to fit diversity requirements. And soon,
That's why
Malika
nobody,
Andrews would
like,
become
come
a
on,
regular
bruh.
host that would be seen on ESPN. In early 2022, Malika would get into it with Matt Barnes during a LeBron versus Kobe debate.
She bad, but she be saying some bad stuff.
Sure, but if you get in someone's face and it
piss
doesn't
me
lead to
off.
wins, then you're just getting in somebody's face.
But it's going to be a problem the entire season.
Months later, she would get into another debate with ex-NBA players.
You can't look
assuming
at a
with my
person.
eyes.
Yeah, but you're
No,
making an
no,
assumption.
yes, you can.
You can't
No,
look at a
yes, sir.
person and know
Yes,
what
sir.
their intent was.
There is no doubt that Malika's ego is in her way during these arguments,
Yes, sir.
forgetting that
Yeah,
she's debating
yeah.
ex-NBA
Why
players
can't
about
you
basketball.
Perkins talk like that?
Although these were just small confrontations, it was just a taste of what was yet to come. In September 2022, reports came out that Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was exposed for having a consensual relationship with a member of Celtics staff, breaking team rules, later resulting in his suspension as their head coach for the entire season that followed. In response to the situation and later suspension of Udoka, many members of the NBA media would give their input, including Stephen A. Smith. Stephen would come to the defense of Udoka, pointing out the hypocrisy with the entire publicized incident involving Ime.
In an organization. It happens all the time. That is the problem with this issue. This black man that you got up here, we talking about him on national television because you publicize a personal matter where there's a whole bunch of issues personally that have happened in NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and other sports. We don't hear about their personal business.
This would proceed to get Malika heated and on her high horse.
Stephen A., with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. We are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
So Stephen A. had to show her who was the real boss.
Shut
I don't
the
appreciate where you're
bro.
going with that. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just
You
like
don't
you're
think
not
someone would
mentioning.
notice if Ime Udoka was not at-
Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening.
However, when discussing this,
Yeah, that part. Yeah, exactly. So all that ego that you trying to bring on the show, ain't gonna happen, honey. Cause Steve A. Smith, he gonna come at you. He gonna be like, nah. Just like he came at you. You telling me to stop on my show? Man, you better sit down. You know what I'm saying? He big dog around here.
things went a little different with Kendrick Perkins.
This relationship that was had with Ime Udoka and one of these women, it was consensual, meaning that this woman actually played a part in it too. So my thing is, yes, Ime Udoka was wrong. We get that. His punishment He deserved that, and whatever else follows, I hate it for him, but he put himself in this position. But why are the other people getting left off the hook?
Well,
That's the
Kendrick,
problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
It is unfair and irresponsible of us to go and to speculate on that, because what we have to...
Well, I'm not speculating.
Sure.
I have the information. I'm not speculating.
That whatever rule, the conduct that was broken on one side, it is not the same on the other side. I thank you for your perspective.
Although it's easy to point the finger at Malika, the reality of the situation goes deeper.
The freak is you talking about?
Literally just a messenger. Because the truth is, Malika Andrews fits in perfectly as the ideal candidate to promote the woke or feminist narrative that most media tend to push. I think these clips of Jalen Rose may just prove this.
We know his name. Maybe I'm missing something as it relates to the law, but why we don't know her name? It's not like she's a minor. I feel like we should know her name publicly as well.
After openly sharing his potentially controversial opinion, Rose would swiftly make an apology soon after, taking back everything he said.
And I would like to apologize for a comment I made earlier on NBA Countdown. I question why a woman's name who had an alleged affair with Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was not made public.
I think it's pretty obvious what ESPN thought about his initial statements. And after assistant coach...
He do got a
Joe
point,
Mazzulla
though. He do got a point. But at the same time, I don't know. That was a little questionable.
Named interim
I ain't
coach
gonna lie,
after
'cause he said
Udoka's suspension.
minor, like, what the
This is what Malika said
But
to welcome him.
I ain't really, I couldn't really understand it, you feel me? Because, I don't know. I wasn't really paying
Once in
attention.
2008 for underage drinking and aggravated assault, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at Morgantown.
Does she not like this nigga? Or is it like, what the dang. Why she gotta put this man on blast like that? Like, she just don't like, I don't know what it is, but hey, she gotta get it together. Cause what the
You might be wondering,
Like,
is Malika
what?
okay? How does it make sense to bring up someone's criminal history from 13 years ago, in a situation where no crimes were committed under the law? However, when considering Malika's recent comments made about Brandon Miller, a clear yet disturbing pattern is becoming evident. To add to this, around a month after the Ime Udoka situation, during a segment reporting on the death of former Michigan State player Adrian Payne, this is what Malika had to say about Payne.
Adrian Payne was shot and killed in Orlando, Florida. Played 4 seasons in the NBA with multiple teams. In 2018, he was waived by the Magic after he was named in a report by ESPN's Outside the Lines that he'd been involved in an alleged sexual assault at Michigan State in 2010. No charges were filed in that case.
Again,
Like, what the what is wrong with you?
The criminal history
And
of black
you're
men-
smiling. Oh, just telling all of that. Just, oh, well, yeah, he did this, he did that. Oh, he was also waived by the Orlando Magic. Like, that junk is not cool, bro. This man literally he passed away, and you just gonna do that? Like, come on, bro. That's very ignorant and rude, bro. That's rude as heck. She need to be fired, bro. I don't care.
So the question remains, did she speak these words of her own accord, or was she just reading from a script? If she indeed chose to bring up this incident unprompted, it reveals a deep-rooted hatred towards black men.
Ain't no way she was reading from a script or nothing, bro. There's no way. Cause I don't know. She probably was, but I feel like people just be speaking their mind on her. They don't read from no script or nothing. They just speak their mind. That's what I feel like.
And it brings up a deeper issue within the roots of the organization. Regardless, this doesn't take from the fact that Malika is the one making these absurd and damaging statements. Following this statement, it wouldn't be long until Malika Andrews' antics on television would again turn heads. While welcoming Jalen Rose back during a segment of a show, this happened.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose. Welcome.
As you can clearly see, Jalen's hand is by no means under Malika's armpit. And even if it was, why does that need to be brought up on the spot in such an accusatory manner?
She's weird.
Nevertheless, another baseless accusation by Malika, and Jalen Rose had to find out the hard way. To add to these two instances involving Ime Udoka and Adrian Payne,
They need to
Recently,
fire
Malika
her,
Andrews
bro.
would bring up an alleged Brandon Miller incident on draft night.
His name did surface in court testimony involving a case where his former teammate and another man, they've been indicted for capital murder.
Many claim this as unnecessary and undoubtedly an attempt
Very
to tarnish Miller's
unnecessary.
name,
As
just like many other
ignorant,
black men.
bro.
In this situation,
Like,
Malika provided
if there was any type of definition of ignorant, it would be her. It would be her. It would be her. Freaking weirdo. Oh my gosh,
reading
bro.
a sensationalized headline aimed at portraying Miller in the most negative light imaginable within a short segment. After considering Brandon Miller was never charged for the incident in January, her airing out a blanket incriminating accusation adds to another example of Malika Andrews showing contempt towards black men. Although Malika Andrews has not had the easiest upbringing by any means, this does not
I get
excuse
that, you know what I'm saying? She was going through it mentally, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff was going on mentally early in her life, you know what I'm saying? During her middle school days, you feel me? I get, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of stuff going on, but that does not mean that you just start doing all this stuff and start bringing all this negative stuff onto these NBA players or whatever. Like, come on, bro. That's very ignorant, bro. I don't care.
There's no denying that she's swiftly established herself as a disliked figure in NBA media by her colleagues, as well as NBA players and fans, as a result of not just her typical journalistic tendencies, but her tendency to consistently attempt to tarnish the reputation of black men in the realm of sports. Malika's clear discrimination of black men on the extremely large platform is simply unjust. But what's more alarming is that the company that hires her continues to encourage her without punishment. After ESPN recently released their list of firings for the year, fans were outraged after discovering Malika Andrews was not on the list.
You gotta watch
Although
out.
many of us see through her often insensitive actions, to ESPN and sports media as a whole, she's probably seen as a loved and protected figure that can do no wrong. And the truth is, there is no sign that the rise of Malika Andrews in sports media will be stopping anytime soon.
Like, it really be your own sometimes. That's why you gotta watch your back. You feel me? You gotta be aware of who's, you know what I'm saying, trying to get after you. You feel me? Or try to, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's very weird, but, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoy this video. Hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and also follow socials to stay updated. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.